lesson win the golden fleece is a black woman, Medea. The woman who marries Perseus, the Greek hero, is a
question too. It can be on the record, off the record. It can be on the record. I heard Bob Johnson said he's talking to the higher powers, I guess the government, about our reparations. And I guess the numbers that they come up with were about 3. His name is Saul here in Ngozi, Northern Light Shopping Center. He want more than just a nice cut. Good conversation, good vibe, good music. Come see me at 3512 Cleveland.
The African Heritage Diet consists of 6 lessons. Lessons where we reach back to our African heritage to find culturally appropriate health and wellness practices that help us to move forward as a people that are whole in mind, body, and spirit. Lesson 1 is herbs and spices. Lesson 2 are greens. Greens is the widest part in the base of the African Heritage Diet food pyramid. So many greens should be consumed. And as you move up the pyramid, those are the things that you consume in lesser proportionate amounts. Whole grains, lesson 3. Beans and rice, lesson 4. Tubers and mashes, lesson 5. Lesson 6. Fruits, vegetables, and a healthy lifestyle.
I am a genius. My ancestors were geniuses. My ancestors have made me a genius in all that I think, say, and do. I must declare myself a genius. I am a genius. Whenever I am myself, I practice my geniusness and do great things. All my thoughts, choices, and deeds must express my geniusness.
I am a genius. My decisions must always be in the best interest of myself, my family, my people, and my God. Only then will I and everyone I know that I am a genius.
I am a genius. At all times, my geniusness must reflect my culture. My geniusness must serve my God. My geniusness must make me be one in love and harmony with my family. My geniusness must protect my people. Yes, at all times I must demonstrate excellence because I am a What is a lion without his pride? What is a whale without his pod? What is a monkey without his troop? What is a wolf without his pack? The answer is very simple. They are the same thing that a human being is without a tribe. Pray.
To have melanin embedded in our skin is a gift. Oh my gosh, when I say too black, you say too strong. Too black? Too strong? Yeah. We were born to be great. Oh my gosh, when I say too black, you say too strong. Too black? Born to be great.
Something always going wrong. Damn. I'm trying. Oh. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We up. Man, I gotta get my energy up. Man. Oh, that's that whole tap music. Some call it that whole tappery. Ah. Come on now. Come on. Rock with your brother. Man. I don't need y'all mad at me too. My daughter mad at me. She sit over here doing her work. Rolling her eyes. Should have had it done. My basket of clothes not folded. We about to get it. No, that ain't COVID. Man, I hope everybody out there is doing good. is a beautiful night. But the bitch grab is still afoot. We're gonna get into it a little bit. Oh, I forgot to open up the black line. Let's do that while the music's playing. Black lines are open. 614-556-4535. 614-556-4535. We're gonna get through it. Brothers. Excuse me. Real life here, Gye-Nyame Journey. Family, I am tired. I discovered today that I was running a business. A tribe is business. It's family is business. Tribe is business. And I'm sitting up here like, damn. And I'm looking. I said, oh my God. I said, well, let me go and I need to try to organize some of this. So I went and once again bought another app. I'm gonna have to go to App Anonymous because I'm just like, because after getting the app to help keep track of the apps and then getting an app to help keep track of finances, I'm hemorrhaging. Family. I will give you the Gye-Nyame report. But Brother Hatim is like, but you know what? Y'all worth it. I mean, I love the fact that we are able to communicate in the way that we communicate and do the things that we do. And it is incredible to me that I could reach around the world and reach the few people that I reach on a consistent basis. And I want to thank each and every last one of y'all. What I want to let y'all know is that we will be having a Gye-Nyame Journey $100 giveaway. That's right, $100 giveaway. The only qualifications that you need is, one, you need to be either following us on our Facebook page or friended us, thumbs up. We go through the list and we can find you. And then also you need to sign up for a mailing list. You know what I'm saying? And I'll put the links up. I'm going to do a nice little commercial for it, about 15 seconds, well, maybe a minute, and put it out there. And I would appreciate it if you share it, let people know, because we're trying to build up the list. Because once again, we're trying to move towards 100. So I'm doing $100 as we move towards the 100, right? Like you said, like I say, 100 years. We're moving towards our first 100 supporters. We are presently at 20. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you hit these plateaus, and because it goes like this and then it straightens out, and you know what I'm saying? But you got to be willing to work through it and continue creating. And that's what we do here at Gye-Nyame Journey. So without any further ado, let's get into the folk tales for tonight. Folk tale 1. Huh? All right, come on. We in chapter 2. Miss Gina G is coming over to read. Come on. All right. We're going to read this one. Now, this one might not be in the book. This one right here. Hold on, let me get the mic. This one right here.
If a man says yes, the spirit says yes.
Ebo. Do you pronounce it Ebo? You want to read the next one?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Say the knowledge holders right. Rewards stem from right and just speaking and thinking, a right desire, and a right position. A right record.
Where?
Record.
No, right relation.
Right relation of nutrient.
No, on my fault. That's regard. Right regard.
Right regard of
Nurturers.
Nurturers. Right use of self and others, and right relations to whole.
All right, read it again so that they can understand it because it was kind of broke up.
Say the knowledge holder's right word stems from right and just speaking and thinking, the desire, right position, right
reward.
Word.
Or it's no regard.
Regard of nurturers, right use of self and others, and right relation to whole.
Alright. Good job, Miss Gina G. We're going to give Miss Gina G a round of applause. Nice, get up and read. And Proverb 3. Say to knowledge holders, the best life is achieved by engagement with systematic processes. No, systematic process. The best life is built on systematic use of life-giving principles. Oh, we gonna get it tonight. Oh, we got 3 powerful proverbs. And let's see how Sister Tara House. Now, once again, we use the African Deep Thought Workbook. We're doing what's called Wisdom Mining Family. So that means that those of you that's following along, and you will be able to get your hands on either the hardback or the digital copy. It is, as we speak, it is being finished up. The digital copy. We already got the hardbacks, right? So, like I said, a lot of the process that we do, you could do on your own. You know what I'm saying? But, of course, you're going to have some interaction with us. And we're going to have to interact in person like you see right now in a couple of seconds. For y'all, tents are going to be popping up. You know what I'm saying? And y'all going to see the groups and stuff like that, because I'm trying to show you how actual building takes place. It's interaction. Right now, we got to interact over the internet, and we're going to do the best that we can in doing that. But a lot of the process, as far as self-mastery, as far as Gye-Nyame, is a lot of inward work. All right? So a lot of this stuff, you can start breaking down within yourself, asking questions about the things that you're reading and the things that you're assigned, asking those questions, and also seeking those answers, right? And, writing them down. So we got this journal, and I want to see, I don't want to lose the place of where we are. But we are in chapter 2. I want to see if she got the first one. Ooh, chapter 1 is a little bit longer than I remember. I don't remember reading all these proverbs. All right. Okay. Section 1, reflection. Oh, man. 2, yep. So she skipped. Well, no, she didn't. She got it in here. If a man says yes, the Spirit says yes, but it's not counted as one of the proverbs. And I'm going to start with that one. That's an Igbo proverb. If a man says yes, the Spirit says yes. So I guess it's safe to assume that if a man says no, the Spirit says no. You know what I'm saying? I guess I could take that as that. it is important. Like, for example, every day we go through these laws, we go through the principles. And the first law, Umoja, on the day of Umoja, we got mentalism, the Hermetic law of mentalism, which talks about the universe being mind, the universe being mind, right? The universe is mental, is that, you know, that the mind is of and a part of the mind of the creator, right? The thought, in a sense, we are the thoughts of the creator. So all things are formulated through thought. Our lives are formulated through our thoughts. And our thoughts affect our reality. In fact, our thoughts of our reality help shape and form the reality. Now, every morning I talk about this thing called the reticular formation. And one of the things that human beings are very good at is we're very good at seeking out danger or being able to pick out danger. And we're very good at finding patterns, even if the patterns don't exist. I know that sounds crazy, but we're able to construct patterns in all situations. Because it brings us a sense of comfort. It brings us a sense of control. The idea that something can be predictable, the idea that certain things have certain looks, it makes it simpler for you. We got to understand that as human beings, the ultimate goal for human beings for a long time was to find ways to do less work and to eat more. I know that sounds crazy. But West Asians, actually all cultures, eventually start exploring outside their lands because they're looking for new things to bring back and new things to eat. Right? New things to bring back and share and new things to eat. Right? So the goal for a lot of humanity for a very long time was to have enough to eat. So when we did find stuff to eat, we would kind of lose control. When you start with that stability, see that supposed stability kind of locks us in, right? And our mind seeks to keep us in that position. It's a position of comfort. And our minds put us in a position of comfort, which can be very destructive to our lives. Why? Because I will look for patterns that constantly will keep me in that position of comfort, even if those patterns are detrimental to me and possibly my group. So many of us are thinking our way into sickness. Many of us are thinking our way into misery. Many of us are thinking our way. You know what I'm saying? And we're able to find the reasons why we are in the situation we are in. We're able to pick those out a lot quicker than we are able to pick out those things that will move us out. So if the man says yes, the spirit says yes. If the man says go, the spirit says go. If a man says stop, the spirit say stop. If the man say I'm stuck, the spirit say I'm stuck. The issue for many of us is that we're telling our spirit no. We're telling our mind no. We're telling our emotions no. And we're telling our bodies no. And we stay stuck. No growth. No progress. Ill health. No wealth building. No nation building. No tribe building. Neglecting family. And I'm going to stick to the pattern that I have. Even though everything else is falling apart around me, I could cling to this. I could find the reasons why I'm going to cling to this. And I can hold on to those reasons as the whole world collapses around me. Because your spirit, because you said this is the way it is, and your spirit said this is the way it is. Your mind says this is how it has to be. And your spirit says this is how it has to be. But family, we here right now as Gye-Nyame Journey. We in the house now. As they say, we coming. Right? We're coming to let you know that you can start saying yes. Thank you. Gina, Miss Mac said, good job. She said, good job, young sis. Gina said, thank you. But yeah, I'm trying to get them ready. I was going to show their commercial today. If you go to our site, it's up on our site. But the size is wrong, so I am going to have to figure out how to fix their stuff. Oh man, I was looking for one of my stingers, and I don't understand what happened to it. It just fell off. It really literally just fell off. I don't know, but because I wanted to illustrate a point. Here, maybe this is it. Let's see. Oh no.
What is a lion?
I ain't want that. Nope. I changed something. That was the fractal. Well, anyway. Let's see. All right. So that's that one. Now, once again, call lines are open, 614-556-4535. Once again, these are my interpretations. Gina, I need you doing your work. All right. Fear is for others. That's what Max said. Hey, fear is for others. I hear you. You know what I'm saying? And we have to start surrounding ourselves with other people that's telling their spirit yes. Because if we start surrounding ourselves with people that's constantly on that no, you know what I'm saying? You got to move. Because you going to get stuck too. You know, as far as Gye-Nyame family, we can't be stuck. We got a lot of work to do. We got a lot of building to do. We got to leave legacy here. You know what I'm saying? I say yes to that. Guess what my spirit say? Right? I'm at work today like, oh man, shoot. I got, I'm trying to contact some of these babies and then, looking at some of these scores and stuff. I'm getting frustrated and taking me a couple of minutes and look at some other stuff. And like I said, I started looking at my paperwork and I'm like, damn, we got a business. Right? My mind said yes. I could have been like, no. But yes. Yes, and we had one for a very long time. I mean, doing festivals and doing a lot of stuff, and I mean, just like paying money out. Taking a little bit in, paying money out. Right? So my mind is like, we got to organize this so that we can see where it's going. See how it's flowing. To see if we could go on and capture this moment. See, a lot of people are, for me, I feel a lot of people is missing one of the major points of this COVID-19 thing. For once in our lives, the entire world has stopped. And I know it's painful for some people. And you know what I'm saying? And I hear you. But I am going to say that for me, the world stopping has really allowed me to take inventory. And really start looking at some of the stuff I'm saying no to. Right? You see, Ms. Max said, make it last forever. Right? But in a sense, those of us that embrace the moment, right, can make it last forever. Because this, how we're living and how we're building our lives can be built with some relaxation, with some quality moments for ourselves and for our families and for our tribes and stuff, right? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm really looking forward to some of the stuff that's going to be going on next year. But next year won't happen if I don't start saying yes now. Yes to the opportunity that's been laid down on the table for me right now. I say yes. And you know, some of it's not, you know, because like you shit, I gotta, you know what I'm saying, in order to make some of this shit happen, I gotta mortgage my life. But shit, that's the world. That's the way of the world. So let's move to the next one. Once again, call lines open, 614-556-4535. Once again, the number is 614-556-4535. I think. So the next one. So in this book, you'll be able to date when you went over the proverb. It gives you instructions on how to break the proverb down, just for you. So the next one, for those that do have the African openers to the Tree of Life, is chapter 2, verse 1. It's not actually verse 1, but it's verse 1. We often skip, in the old days, we skipped over the proverbs that was at the beginning of the chapter, but it is what it is. Say the knowledge holders, right rewards stem from right and just speaking and thinking, right desire and right possession, right regard of nurturers, right use of self and others, and right relationships to the whole. So I guess right was a major thing for our people. Being right. Not in the sense of how we argue, right, wrong, right, being correct. And I mean, even all these terms in the Western context are twisted to the extreme and could be made unhealthy. Have you ever seen somebody who just got to be right? They got to be so right that they actually left. Got to be correct. They so correct that they wrong. I run into that shit all the time in the conscious community. You got some motherfuckers that's so right and so correct that you wrong. You know what I'm saying? How are you so righteous that you chase away everybody in your life? How is that righteousness? Right? You got to be so right that nobody else can talk. What are y'all doing? What's going on? I know you got water. What are you doing? It's real life here, Gye-Nyame Journey. Okay. They dug a hole in the back where we used to have the garden. Since we moved and we ain't do the garden. So they dug a hole and they just, poor babies are so bored. They just, their fun is right now pouring water in a hole in the dark. Shit, we in quarantine,
But hey, they could be playing with fire. Shit, I'd rather have them go out there and pour water in the hole. But this one focuses on the concept of right. Right reward. Now, I want y'all to think about this, because oftentimes in this book, the brother gave us keys to success. Right? And I love this book because it is, for me, is scripture. For me, is a prescription for a better life. Right? And he starts this off, say the knowledge holders. Right reward. Because there's reward. But reward don't have to be right either. Right reward stems. So it comes from a right reward, which is what we're looking for in our life. It comes from right and just speaking and thinking. Right and just speaking and thinking. Right reward comes from right. Hold on. Right reward stems from right and just speaking based on justice. Right and just speaking and thinking. So, in order for us to get right rewards, our mind got to be right. Because the words flow from the mind. You got the thoughts. Hopefully you got thoughts before you start running your mouth. So you got the thinking. Right and just speaking and thinking. Then he got another and in here. Right desire. Right possessions. Right regard of nurturers. Right use of self and others. And right relationship to the whole. Brother's saying you just got to be right. Got to be correct. In order. And with that comes right reward. The thinking part, though, self-control of your mind takes a whole lot of discipline. But one of the things that I'm discovering as I get older is that a lot of that control is not, how can I put it? Habits. Brother John Calhoun breaks it down when he comes on the show. He talks about the habits that we develop and the habits that we live by. You understand what I'm saying? The habits makes it easier for your discipline because you train yourself in a certain way. And in our systems, we would have people and be able to train them with all these rights. Right rewards stem from right and just speaking and thinking. And for many of our young people, the right thinking part, because I want y'all to understand, man, that the battleground, you know what I'm saying? I mean, yes, it's popping off in the streets, but the true battleground is in the mind. That's where they've been beating us for a long time. They got our babies in these indoctrination camps every day. They got them on these phones now. I mean, remember when you used to have to go to a room to watch TV? Now all you gotta do is pull it out your pocket. You know what I'm saying? You can look up anything. Remember when you used to go to the library to get a good book? Don't even need a library no more. The battlefield is the mind. This is why Gye-Nyame, we had to pivot towards the whole media piece. What can we create to be able to start getting at that battlefield, that mind. You know what I'm saying? Because where the mind goes, the body follows. What the mind says, the spirit follows. As it said, if a man says yes, the spirit says yes. So we have to start developing right knowledge corrects wrong behavior. I agree. But I'm gonna say I'm gonna take it a step forward. Right knowledge, not just the knowledge, but the enactment of that knowledge, that the training of that knowledge, so that it becomes second nature. It's like when we're looking at human nature, we got to realize that human nature is like a bike. You know what I'm saying? It's like you learning how to ride a bike. You don't have to think about where the feet go after you mastered it. It's just natural now. You could just keep the perpetual motion going now because you got the feel of it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to think about that. So now you can ride the bike. You know what I'm saying? You can take your hands off the steering wheel. You could dial your phone now. You could dial your same thing with driving. You don't have to think about everything that you do once you develop the habit. And that habit becomes a skill. That habit morphs into skill or whatever. You don't have to invest all of the thought into that. So you could be driving now and not have to think about all of the stuff you used to have to think about at the beginning. So driving and riding the bike is like developing those habits. It's something that you got to practice, and you got to practice to eventually it is what it is. And the question we got to ask ourselves is, what are we practicing? What are we thinking? What thoughts dominate your day? Because they say right reward stems from right and just speaking and thinking. Then he goes a step further. Right desire. Right desire. What do your desires line up with? You know, because many of us want it both ways. We desire an Afrocentric life, we desire Afrocentric lifestyle, but we also desire the finer things of a European or West Asian lifestyle. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like we want something, but then the deep desires really start to come out. You can start seeing them. You can start seeing it in the people that sometimes that you might interact with. Right desire. What do you really desire? What is your desire? And is it right? Does it line up? See, because how can I put it? Right has to line up with the culture. Right has to move the culture forward. Right has to move the people forward. And am I speaking, moving the people forward? Am I justly speaking to move the people forward? Am I thinking? Is my thinking moving the people forward? Is my desire moving the people forward? See, it's hard to be right and a rugged individual. And many of us have been trained to be rugged individuals. Once again, call lines open are 614-556-4535. Once again, that number is 614-556-4535. right desire, and right possessions. Are my possessions moving the people forward? Damn. Oh, shit. Are my possessions moving the people forward? Right reward stems from right and just speaking and thinking and desire and right possessions. Then it goes a little bit deeper and it says right regard of nurturers. Honor thy mother and thy father. Who nurtured you? Right regard for those nurturers. Who nurtured you? You got the right regard for them? Re always means going back. Repeating, doing again. Are you guarding again? Are you going back? Right regard for nurturers. Right use of self and others. Is the way you use others and yourself, is it moving the people forward? And right relationship with the whole. The right relationship. And I could go into that one, but I'm not gonna go. Let's get to the one. Let's get to the one of the night. Let me go on and so that I can keep track. So 16, 20. So 16, 20. All right. Last one. Say the knowledge holders. The best life. Oh my God. I mean, he be dropping. He be dropping. I mean, it's like, these be jewels. The best life. He ain't say a good life. He said the best life. Let's find out. This man, he said, first he told us today how to get right reward, how to get a right reward, how to get the right reward stems from right and just speaking and thinking. Right? Now he says, say the knowledge holder, the best life, not a mediocre life, the best life. And listen, family, listen. The best life is achieved by engagement with systematic process. The best life is achieved by engagement with systematic process. What systematic process you got popping on, family? What's your system? What system? The best life is achieved through involvement or engagement with systematic process. Have you? Now, this gets back to that whole habit piece. Systems help establish habits. We call it a system that we are involved in. What habits is this system instilling in us? And is it right? If it does not line up with the culture, it is not right. So going back to the best life, not a mediocre life, the best life is achieved by engagement with systematic process. So not only is the best individual life or personal life developed, but the best family life. One of the things that I have not been able to copy is the system that my grandmother had. My grandmother kept the whole family together, and when she passed away, I could see it just unraveling. And there was a system about what she did. So when you was at her house on, let's say 5 days out the week, because Friday night she might cook fish, old tradition, and not old push-ups, and on Kuumba, she wouldn't cook in most cases. But Imani through Ujima, she had a system where you couldn't even go into the kitchen if you missed dinner. This is the grown people, this the children, this the babies. When it was time for dinner, you had to be there, or you missed out. It was a system. And I got a lot of good lessons sitting around that table. And I really miss that whole aspect of just, sitting down with the family. It might be, 5, 6, 7 people sitting at the table eating. Systematic process. Best life. Sense of comfort she used to bring. Stability. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the whole world could have been falling apart, but I know because of the system that she had established that there will be enough stability in her house for us to have a meal. The best life is achieved by engagement with the systematic process. Family, tonight, write about your process. What's your systematic process for the day? I mean, because we develop them. A lot of y'all got systems for your job, especially if you get bored. You know what I'm saying? You got to come up with some type of system to make it through that day. Why, Lord? Why am I here? Then you get back into your system. Let me drink my coffee. Part of your system. Let me spin in my chair for a second. Part of your system. Oh, I got to make this call, but they right down the hall, so you get up and you walk out the office. You got a system. You might not know it, but you got a system. Now, the best life is achieved by engagement. Most of us have unengaged or unconscious habits. I'm running into an issue with some of my elders that I help in certain ways, and one of the things I started noticing, especially now, is that if you look at the way the doctor systems work, they never give our elders temporary medicine. I want y'all to pay attention to this shit. Systematically, there's that word, system is at the root of that. They give our parents and our grandparents, and eventually us, forever pills. Because by the time you get done taking the one changes to 2, because the second one got to help the body heal from the first one. And then after that, you got a third. And after that, the system. They're living their best life because they have a system. And I'm saying to us, what's our system? Let's start with you. What's your system? Call in line 614-556-4535. The best life is built on systematic use of life-giving energy principles. The best life is built on a systematic use of life-giving energy. Family, once again, what is your system? Do you have a system for yourself? Have you put a system together for yourself? The best life, not the mediocre, the best life is achieved by engagement in systematic process. Well, I'm gonna call it a night. I got business. I gotta get up and do some commercials. I gotta get up, do the show. Also, we're gonna be having, for those that are supporters, you will be receiving word from me about your new email address, because we're gonna make sure that all of our supporters have an email address. Whether you use it or not, I want you to know, but it's there for you if you ever want it. You know what I'm saying? Have your own private email on our own private server. It's coming. It's coming, right? Also, the concept of the digital currency is coming. Yeah. I think that's it. So, family, I'm about to get on up and get out of here and get ready. I will see y'all in the morning. I'm only going to play one set of commercials, I promise.
What is a lion without his pride? What is a whale without his pod? What is a monkey without his troop? What is a wolf without his pack? The answer is very simple. They are the same thing that a human being is without a tribe. Pray.
To have melanin embedded in our skin is a gift. Oh my gosh, when I say too black, you say too strong. Too black? Too strong? Yeah. We were born to be great. Oh my gosh, when I say too black, you say too strong. Too black?